Hmm. Good world name. What if each culture in your world had its own name for what the world was called? Like for us, like we call the earth, like the earth is the earth, but we also call the earth Terra, I think, in terms of like star names. Like we call it the moon, but I think really that's Luna, and we call it the sun, but really that's Sol. Um, so it might be interesting to take take a slice of your world of the people and say, okay, how do they define? Well, their culture, they operate. Maybe it's very hierarchical, so they, you know, something like the world would become named based on like a base or like a or something like a rock, like something strong that's at the foundation. Uh, Whereas maybe a different culture, maybe the high elves that live in the forest, they have a view that is guided by like a creation story or by some sort of like the gods ruling over us for all time. And so they actually nickname it off of their gods. Not nickname it, they name it after their gods. And then it's just a matter of like, is there a definitive name for it, or is it just depending on who's talking about it, that's the name that's given. I find that I tend to pick a lot of like ear sounding names. Okay, let's see, can I make sense of that? So this is my world. Um, uh, well, sorry, this is part of my world. That's Mira. That's the region called Mira. I think I have another called Illyria, and then in between there's a region called Volar. Um, but I do need to have a new name for the great ocean to the north because that's probably the next region I'm going to build out, or to the south, or maybe the east or the west. I'm not really sure yet, but probably the north. Kind of the left top portion of the map that's blank. That's what I haven't filled out yet for the seafaring. Earth, also known as Terra, Gaia, and Tellus. There you go. Or like, you know, uh, dwarves might name it after different types of elements. Um, their base, the base kind of mineral that they survive on, might be what the Earth gets, or whatever your world gets nicknamed from. And then if you have any wizards or the arcane people, kind of the stuck up academics, they might have a technical sounding name that you know is something that you'd find in a textbook regarding this as like the material plane versus all others, like something where it's like, yeah, nobody calls it that, but that reflects on them. Could be interesting.